Hi, welcome to another edition of Virtual VetNet. I'm Rich Burgeon, Program Specialist here with the Veterans Outreach Center, and I am here with Marty Smiskey of the USPS, United States Postal Service. And Marty's here today to talk about openings that they have there with the Postal Service. And Marty, let's take it away. First off, what's going on over there? Where are you located? What jobs are happening?
Well, we got them all over Rochester and Monroe County.
Okay.
We're in every community, everywhere where we deliver mail. The main jobs that I'm here to discuss today is in the plants. As you know, we're coming close to peak season for Christmas and holiday rush, stuff like that. And we're looking to bring up more employees to speed, to process the package. We're so overwhelmed, and it's already starting because of COVID alone. The parcels are up 50% than what we normally do.
Wow.
And then during the Christmas holiday season, we're up probably another 60 to 70%. So we're going to be at capacity. So we're looking to hire a bunch of people and bring them online.
Okay. And when will that hiring process begin?
It already did, actually. If you go to www.usps.com/employment, that is our main webpage for the hiring. And then you would just drill down. There's all these little tabs. Just focus in on New York. All right, and once you focus on New York, it'll open up all the jobs that we have in Rochester. There's two main plants in Rochester. We have the Northwest, which is the major package sorting facility. That's on 1700 Lyle Avenue. The other plant is a processing plant. They do some packages for local only in Rochester. They do all the letter mail, all the cards, and that's located on 1335 Jefferson Ave.
Okay, great.
And then again, we also are looking for carriers, part-time holiday assistants, and the clerks, like anywhere from Greece to Spencerport to the downtown station, all over we're looking for help.
Fantastic. So it sounds like there's a lot of opportunity out there right now.
Absolutely, there is.
So I'm really glad to hear all of that. So those are actually the big ones that we're looking at right at the moment. Are there certain qualifications that anybody would need to meet in order to be able to be involved with you?
Hey, we got a little bit for everybody. We really do. The jobs in the plant are a little more physical. You got to sort parcels. You got to stand on your feet a little bit to run some machines. When you put like the letters and the flats in order, so you got to be able to stand. We're kind of flexible because we understand it's going to be a high challenge for us to get that many people. So we're flexible on what you want to choose to do. We have outside jobs if you love delivering mail. I mean, it's tough in the winter.
Oh yeah.
Good time to get in here now before the wet stuff falls.
Definitely.
We pretty much have everything. We really do. We can accommodate a lot. We really can.
Super. So are there any kind of special licensures or any kind of screening procedures that need to be taken care of first before anybody goes in and does an application? Or?
Yeah, there's no specific license. Obviously, the more qualifications you have, the better off you are. I mean, once you're in the Postal Service, it's endless.
Okay.
I started as a letter carrier, and I worked my way up into the postmaster and out to the plant manager here in Rochester. And I started off as a temporary employee myself. And again, you work hard, you come to work when you're scheduled, and it's endless. But we do offer some certifications once you're in, like forklift. We have like pit operators.
Okay.
They teach you how to drive a forklift. We have some tow behinds as well. And then once you get into the maintenance department, that's a little more certification, more training, where we send you to schools, like to Oklahoma is a big place, and in Bethesda, Maryland.
Wow.
And you think, as we talked a little bit before, with your background being electronics, I mean, it's a huge population to be tapped into for us as the Postal Service. And people already have those skills and ability. Even truck drivers. We cannot find truck drivers.
Wow, and our veterans are really chomping at the bit for some of those types of jobs too. That we really have a number of people that are interested in doing truck driving. As far as truck driving is concerned, are we talking about CDLA or is it CDLBC? What are your needs?
Pretty much all. But the hardest one is like the big tractor trailer. I don't know exactly.
CDLA,
Yeah, those are the ones, the long haul. We don't do long hauls ourselves. So you'd come to, like, say, the plant here where I work at 1700 Lyle. The mail handlers load up your truck with your packages, and you would drive to, say, the Grease branch on Lana Road, and then you'd back in, they'd take off your parcels, you'd come back, and then you'd hit another load, and you'd drive to another office, maybe in Irondequoit, and that's kind of your day for 8 hours.
So you're home at the end of your day, which is a big thing for a lot of folks here.
Yeah, a lot of the long haul truck drivers we contract out now. I mean, they're like double. They'll drive down to, like, say, Carolina, right? They stay overnight, switch, like there'll be a Florida trip and our New York trip, they'll meet halfway. And then they switch loads.
Oh,
So
wow.
the load that's going to Florida, we'll take, and we'll take your load coming to New York. They pause overnight, for that DOT break,
Right.
and they bring that trailer up.
Wow. So, these are all really terrific opportunities for our veterans. What I wanted to throw out to you, just so you're aware, the Veterans Outreach Center itself does have some training opportunities here that our vets would be able to take advantage of. And one of those is for forklift certification. And we're able to send some of our vets to forklift certification. We can get as many as we can in here on a class. It's an all-day class. It's once a month, and it lasts all day, like I say, but it's on a Saturday. So it's one of those things that even if a person's working, looking to get into a new career field, this is an opportunity for them to get some free training from the Veterans Outreach Center, and then parlay that into perhaps a job with you all.
Yeah, it's definitely a benefit to already have that as when you come into our plants, because we need those. Those are jobs are tough to fill as well.
Great. We also have training that we do have for OSHA, so that people are going to be able to be safe on the job. And the other thing that I know that occasionally the post office I've seen posted is some security positions that are available. And we do actually have security training that is available here from the Veterans Outreach Center for our veterans that would be able to take advantage of that. So that is also something we do have, as well as a number of other ones. And if you are interested in any of the training at the Veterans Outreach Center, please come in, talk to Rick Saltrelli, who is here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of the week, and he would be more than happy to discuss any of those types of opportunities. Of course, your employment specialist would be able to give you the good lead-in and the connections with Rick so that we can actually get you all trained and ready to go for any opportunities that do pop up that would apply. So, how about right now at this point in time, you give us a little heads up on the application process, veteran preference, a few things that you might have, part-time versus full-time. Do you have any of that you can talk about?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you have to go to our website, it's www.usps.com/employment. And then what you do is first you create like a little a resume. Right? You go on there, you type in your military experience, any kind of experience you have previously, and then you'll just apply for the job. Once you apply for the job, we are kind of caught up with the times. Everything's electronically, so we email you within 3 days. We have to take an online survey. It's kind of our test. We no longer take the civil service exam. It's an online test at home, unproctored. It's more of like I'll say a psychological test. Like we'll ask you a question. If you found a wallet on the ground, would you take the credit card and return the wallet? Would you take the money? Would you return it all? Kind of stuff like that. Just kind of figure out, what kind of person you are. Is this more what it is, and kind of a work ethic, just based upon your questions.
Sure.
Then once you do that, come on a roster, and the jobs are coming up. They're usually posted like on a Friday till Monday. They're up for whatever 3-4 days. Then they come down, and then we go through the list. We usually get anywhere from 15 to 30 applicants. We vet through that list, and then we post it again because we're constantly hiring for the peak season. Veterans, go to the top of the list.
Terrific.
We're one of the #1 largest employers of veterans in this country is the United States Postal Service.
Terrific.
And I take great pride in myself being a vet, as we talked about, and that's why I'm here today. We do have full-time jobs. We have part-time jobs. We're to the point we think we'll take anything at this point for Christmas to temporary help.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, they just want a little extra money themselves for the holiday season, so they want to pick up an extra shift or two. We'd love to have you.
Okay.
As far as how it converts to regular employment, again, there's really no more civil service list or exam. We're going after this. So say you are hired for a temporary job, mail handler, clerk, whatever you chose to do after January or whatever, and peak season's over, and we lay people off or put them on furlough, whatever you want to call it. As people retire and as we get new jobs, that's the list we go from.
Terrific.
We go from that list, and again, veterans will have preference.
That's great. And as far as the veteran preference is concerned, do you need any documentation to show that and/or disabled veteran preference?
Yeah, you need your copies of DD 214, right?
Correct.
15.
14 and 15 if you have one.
You bring that a smooth process. Once you take the online test, they rank you, and again, veterans go first, so you don't have to worry about, a teacher that's laid off. There's a lot of teachers we're kind of hiring right now too.
Okay.
They could have 3 master's degrees and a doctorate, and they're just looking for work. The vet goes to the top of the list. We bring you in, we do just an initial interview, kind of a meet and greet, and we do the training. Depending on what job you have, it's different training. If you're delivering mail, like a letter carrier, it's a little more extensive. If you're working in one of the plants, such as a clerk or a mail handler, it's like a week of orientation on class, learning, just the rules and regulations, safety training, benefits, uniforms, stuff like that. And then you have a little bit of on-the-job training, which is a couple of days. Again, depending on what you're doing. If you're going to drive forklift or something like that, then you'd have a couple more days of training in there. But again, great, like you mentioned, what you guys have here. What an opportunity for the veterans to take that class.
Thank you.
Come along.
It's great. I really appreciate it. Can you talk a little bit about some of the benefits that might actually come along with the job?
Yeah, so the pay is like about $18.15 an hour. Given them all the COVID going on, it's kind of hard to get people right now with some of the extra benefits the public's receiving. So we are trying to get a little more. That's out of our reach. That's up at the headquarters level. We are trying to get $1 or $2 an hour. Once you get it, again, there's seasonal help, and then there's regular, like MHAs. And the MHAs is a mail handler associate. So they're temporary, but they're kind of not. It's like a quasi-temporary. So those jobs are for 360 days, and then you're laid off for 5 days, and then you start back up on a new appointment. Now those, after a year, you do get health insurance.
Okay.
You get cost of living raises and stuff like that. The more the temporary help, you can get some clothing allowances. You get a shift differential.
Wow.
So if you're working nights, it's a little bit more money. Anything after, I believe it's 7 o'clock at night until probably, I think, 6 a.m. It's an extra $1 or $2 an hour for that. And we have some different pay on Sundays. You get a Sunday premium if you got to work a Sunday. Any holidays as well, we have a holiday pay in there. But again, once you're in, and even if it's temporary, even if you're going to work for us for, a month and a half,
Right.
To pick up some extra money, you're on that list. So, you're going to get that phone call eventually, like, hey, we'll offer you a job, and if it's a little better than what you're doing, there you go.
Well, that sounds really great. I really appreciate you coming here today and
Thanks
telling
for
us a
having
bit about what's going on over at the post office, and just the fact that you came here yourself, the postmaster here in Rochester, Marty Saminsky from the United States Postal Service, along with Rich Burgeon, Veterans Outreach Center. Thank you all for watching Virtual VetNet, and we appreciate everything that our veterans do. Talk to you next time. Thank you.